Hi and hello. Welcome. This is the Exposure Show brought to you by Soundforlife Online TV. Here we bring you people in the community who have different initiatives trying to change the narrative in the community with their work. So today we are here in studio and I'm excited because I have with me a guest. He'll be telling us more about himself and what he does. So maybe jumping into the first question, kindly introduce yourself and where you come from and what you do.
Thank you so much for inviting me in this studio. My name is Samuel David Chimanuka. I'm Congolese by nationality, currently in Kenya as a refugee, living in Kalobeyei settlement. My work currently, I'm the founder and director at Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life, which is a refugee-led organization empowering refugees through education. Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life is working in various thematic areas. First, one of them is education, livelihood, health, and protection. Our main purpose, our vision is to end dependence through education, because for us we believe that education is the only key, is the only weapon that refugees can use to be self-reliant, but also to sit around at the decision-making table. Yes.
Thank you for sharing that with us. And probably for somebody who might want to visit where your organization is based, kindly share with us the location where you can be found.
Yeah, as our name, it's just direct. We are located in Kalobeyei settlement, like in Republic of Kenya, Turkana County, Turkana West Sub-County, Oropoi Division, Kalobeyei settlement, Village 1, and about 4. We are basically located between behind Kenya Red Cross General Hospital and Humanity and Inclusion Rehabilitation Center, and also the space, safe space of DRC in Village 1.
Thank you for sharing that. Maybe you can also talk about how many members are part of the organization, and in terms of representation about the people that you support in different interventions, what is the gender representation? Because you find most of the time there are some interventions that mostly attract a certain gender, and for our audience they might not know the reality or what is the key scenario here in Kakuma. Yeah, so tell us about your organization in terms of representation, how many you are, and also talk about the gender representation now in terms of the beneficiaries that you support.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's a nice question. In terms of membership, let me start from there. Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life, currently we have 24 in terms of members and volunteers, and we are so glad that out of the 24 we have 13 gender like female, and we have just 11 who are males. And what we are so happy with is Kalobeyei Initiative. We have all representation of nationalities, because in Kalobeyei we find like we have at the most 7 nationalities, and in Kalobeyei Initiative we have Congolese, we have Burundians, we have Somali, we have Ethiopia, and we have Uganda as well, and we have also Sudanese. So we find that we have like 6 representation in terms of membership and volunteers as well. And in terms of our beneficiaries, our basic, like our key beneficiaries, our key people that we are targeting are young people. And basically we have various programs that target also children and also adults, like old people, but our key audience are young people. And yeah, basically in terms of gender representation, in terms of beneficiaries, there is no equity, and maybe it must be because of some reasons. First of one of the reasons, because if you can look at the 100, if you can take a rate of 100%, just we can have like 15 who are girls who have participated in our programs, and those 15% just came from sexual reproductive health program, because by default they are the people who are concerned. But in other programs we just get like you can find in out of 60 people we have only 5 girls. And yeah, we have done as well a case study to know what might be the reason. And some of the reasons we realize we might have like 3 factors which comes over there. First of it is the weather condition. You know, we are just volunteers as a member of Kalobeyei initiative, so in the morning hours normally we used to go for our daily routines jobs that which used to give us some money to put food on table. So we normally work in afternoon, and you find that in afternoon we have a weather condition must be at 40 degrees, and it's very hard for a girl to move more than 2 kilometers going for a service when there it is 40 degrees. That must be one of the reasons. Secondly is we are looking at also the domestic duties that our girls are given, because we find that yes, she might be so much interested in joining programs, but the business that the mother is running, when the mother is not there, the lady will be the person to take care. When the mother is sick, the lady is the person taking care of the family, or the mother must be there, but she's also the person who should also be there, like supporting the family. So having enough time for professional trainings, it becomes very hard. But also another issue we realized was there is lack of mentorship, because if I can take a scenario, like an example, if we can look at the population in Kakuma refugee camp and Kalobeyei settlement refugee camp, you find that in Kalobeyei, first of all, people do not understand, because it is still a new settlement, and a lot of services are not there. So you find that people do not understand the meaning of self building capacity. Like, why should I join this? How does it help me? And mostly people who are most affected, who are most vulnerable in this matter are girls, because they are lacking more information. As long as they are not able to socialize the most, because they are so much focused at home and so on, and so they lack a lot of information. They don't know what is happening. They don't know like what might happen after this. So there is also lack of information, which is part of lack of mentorship. There needs also sometimes what's to be done. But also to respond to that, because already we have done a map out, and we are a grassroots organization. We live in that community. So the problem those people are facing is still our problem, because we, at the end of business, we are accountable. We try to do some community awareness about education, and I'm so happy because our previous the ongoing cohorts now, we found that at least in a classroom we can have out of 35, you have 12 15 girls who are there. We found that at least the number has increased after the awareness.
Okay, and you brought out a very important point, because for most people, you know, in other counties apart from Turkana, you find that gender, in terms of gender representation, in terms of people going to school, accessing education, it's like almost 50-50. Because on the other side, people are aware how important education is and how important it is for people to take opportunities that are there. Yeah, and I think most of the times people should know, like, the initiative starts from a household level. As much as grassroots organizations are doing different things, this initiative also should come from even the parents. Yeah, you are a girl, but you need to go to school. There's this opportunity. Please go utilize it so that you can better your life. So you've talked about one challenge, that is the gender representation. Maybe the question that I have for you is, what are the other challenges that you face as a grassroots organization? And probably also, because we do not need to be problem thinking, we should also think about mitigation and what we are doing.
Absolutely.
So it would be interesting to inform the audience also what you do to mitigate the problems that you are facing as an organization.
We are encountering a lot of problems, like challenges, not problems, but challenges, because sometimes resources are a key problem, and we are still a startup organization, so we are not able to fulfill all the requirements for implementation of the project. But what we have done as well, we did our best in terms of connecting with other partners to make sure that at least we are solving some problems. But the key challenges that we are facing are the capacity building of our members, because yes, I have a good team, and I'm so proud to say that I have a team that yeah, they are not so well educated, like having master's degrees, no, but the small skills they have, they utilize it in a meaningful way. So, but they are lacking some capacities, like you find that someone is a program manager, but in terms of project coordination skills, bit gaps. You find that leadership skill, conflict management skill, there is some big gaps, but also fundraising, because currently we can't only depend on our inside funds. We might also will to expand our activities, so we need funds, but we don't have those kind of skills. We have a lot we are doing, but currently we don't have an official website. You understand that we still have a gap, because we don't know how we can sell out our work. Although we are doing, whoever reaching will say yes, you are doing a great work.
Yeah, so we are almost coming to the end of this conversation. It's been very insightful for me as a person who is passionate about working with communities. And now, because I know even for the audience, they feel charmed by what you've said. How can people find you on social media? Yeah, so do you have a Facebook page, or do you have a profile? Are you on Twitter? And then what other platforms are you available? Where can people contact you? Yeah, so maybe you can share with the audience where to find you and how.
So we are using some social medias like Facebook, as you have said. We are using LinkedIn, and also we are using Twitter. And on Twitter, we have a short form of our name, because it's very long. But on Twitter, we like our short form is KI4BLI, like we normally call in Swahili Kifobli. But once you write Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life, it will just come by itself. So whoever want to learn more about us on those three social media platforms, just can use Kalobeyei Initiative for Better Life, and easily will get the result.
So thank you, our audience, for watching through the interview. You've heard from Chimanuka and the work they implement in the community. You know, when people come together, we can always find solution. And my question to you today, the audience, is how far are you willing to go for community-based organization? How far are you willing to support grassroots organization? It's been a pleasure from me here from the Soundforlife studio. As always, we've had fun and we have learned. It's been amazing having you here. Thank you for watching through this interview. And until on the next one, it's Kwaheri for now.